Social media is not communication tool. It is behavioral modification architecture. Founders admit, we built it to hack the reward system. 2013 internal Facebook memo. Our goal is to control 100% of user attention based on B.F. Skinner's operant conditioning, same method used to train lab animals. Likes equals variable rewards, notifications equals cues, scrolling equals compulsion. You are not using it, you are being operated by it. All platforms use reinforcement learning, AI, designed to maximize engagement equals profit. It builds psychological profile of 5,000 data points per user, fears, desires, biases, triggers. MIT confirmed algorithms predict behavior with 93% accuracy. Content is delivered to keep you in cycle of activation. You only see what keeps you scrolling. Reality is custom built to control your reaction. Research from Stanford. Anger, anxiety spread 6x faster than joy. Algorithms prioritize high arousal content. 75% of viral content triggers negative emotion. Reason: emotion disables prefrontal cortex, critical thinking, and activates impulsive limbic system. You become reactive and suggestible. Studies show regular users lose 2030 IQ points during usage. You are literally dumber while online. Former Google designer Tristan Harris. Every feature is addiction engineering. Infinite scroll, pull to refresh, red notification dots. All proven techniques from gambling industry. Average user checks phone 150 by day equals every 6 minutes. Dopamine system desensitized, requiring stronger stimulation. Addiction equals dependency equals control. You surrender free will for chemical hits. Curated feeds creates perceptual illusion. You believe everyone is living perfect life, or crisis is everywhere. Comparison culture engineered to create inferiority, anxiety. Studies: 87% of people judge self by others' highlights. Reality becomes distorted benchmark. Result: low self-worth equals easier to influence and monetize. You are trapped in consensus hallucination. Algorithms eliminate cognitive dissonance. You are fed only what confirms existing beliefs. University of Pennsylvania. Users become 40% more extreme within 6 months. Polarization is intentional design. Conflict equals engagement equals revenue. Society fragmented into tribes incapable of dialogue. Unity equals greatest threat to power. 2016 scandal confirmed. Behavioral data used to micro-target voters. 87 million users profiled without consent. Psychological triggers shifted swing states by 1 to 3%, enough to decide elections. Whistleblower Christopher Wiley. We can program behavior like turning tap. Elections no longer won by policy, by psychological profiling. Age 8 to 25 equals critical brain development. Screen time rewires prefrontal cortex permanently. CDC. Teens today 56% more likely to suffer anxiety, depression, directly correlated with social media usage. Instagram internal report 2021. 32% of teen girls say Instagram makes them feel worse about their bodies. Vulnerability exploited for lifelong dependency. Influencers are algorithm-selected and contracted assets. They promote approved lifestyles, products, and ideologies. Psychological transfer. Users view them as trusted peers, not advertisers. Studies. Youth trust influencers more than teachers, parents. Behavior is mimicked automatically. Control operates via identification. You want to be them. Deletion is primitive. Modern control equals suppression by algorithm. Shadow banning, reach restricted without knowledge. De-amplification, content buried. 2021 Twitter files proved direct coordination between US Gov and platforms to censor narratives. What you cannot see controls you most. Censorship is now invisible and universal. Like, dislike functions create immediate social feedback. Studies. 70% of users will alter opinion to match majority within 5 seconds. Fear of ostracism overrides truth. You enforce rules upon yourself. No need for police when you police each other. Compliance becomes internalized. Average user spends 2.5 hours day online equals 5 years of lifetime. This time is extracted and sold to advertisers. Time equals attention equals brain power equals freedom. Platforms steal your life force. A population with no time cannot organize, learn, or resist. Busy and distracted equals controlled. Profile creation forces reduction of complex human into simple tags. I am statements solidify artificial identity. Algorithm reinforces these labels until you become what you type. Fluid human nature replaced by fixed marketable persona. You are no longer you are your data profile. Algorithms escalate content intensity to maintain engagement. Users gradually desensitized to explicit, extreme material. APA confirms this rewires sexual response and relationship expectations. Casualization of intimacy and objectification normalized. Humans reduced to biological signals. Easier to control bodies when minds are detached. During pandemic wars, platforms amplified fear content by 300%. Internal documents, fear increases engagement by 2 by population kept in state of chronic stress, proven to increase submission to authority. Crisis equals perfect opportunity to reset behavior patterns permanently. Character limits, hashtags, and slang reduce vocabulary and complexity. Studies show social media users suffer 40% reduction in abstract reasoning capacity. Orwellian newspeak enforced. If you cannot articulate complexity, you cannot challenge complex systems. Simpler minds equals easier management. Anxiety, depression caused by usage is then monetized via content promoting pharma and therapy. Cycle. Platform causes illness, gives platform sells solution. Mental health crisis is business model. Suffering equals revenue equals control. Free service equals you are the product. 100% of activity recorded, keystrokes, location, biometrics, eye movement. DoD and intelligence agencies access real-time data. Surveillance enables precision manipulation. You are watched, analyzed, and modified continuously. Privacy equals freedom from control. Algorithm constantly places you against superior others. Result, chronic dissatisfaction. Harvard study, insecure people are 3x easier to persuade. You are trained to hate your life and buy solutions. Consumption equals coping mechanism. Falsehoods spread for X faster than truth. This is not bug, it is feature. Confusion equals dependency on official sources. When all information is questionable, authority becomes only anchor. Chaos is manufactured to justify hierarchy. Algorithm deliberately amplifies extremes to create conflict. Left versus right, etc., are artificial constructs. Energy directed into infighting, never against owners. Stanford confirmed. Polarized populations accept authoritarianism 47% faster. Platforms sell fame as ultimate goal. 60% of teens want to be influencer. Real achievement devalued. Population chasing empty status tokens. Distracted from material reality. Blue light plus emotional stimulation disrupts circadian rhythm. Chronic fatigue equals reduced resistance. Melatonin suppression alters hormone and brain function. You are chemically weakened for easier management. Studies: 40% of youth value online status more than real relationships. Physical world deprioritized. You become avatar of your own making. Easier to control digital identity than real human. Trending lists are algorithmically curated, often manually, creates illusion of universal opinion. People conform to majority. Manufactured consensus equals manufactured reality. Content tailored to exact psychological weaknesses. Different message to every demographic. One-size-fits-all propaganda replaced by custom programming. Control perfected. Every mistake, opinion, or private moment is stored forever. Cancel culture uses this permanent record to enforce compliance. You live in permanent risk of exposure. Self-censorship becomes survival instinct. Average attention span dropped from 12 minutes 1990 to 45 seconds 2024. Long-form reasoning impossible. Population becomes functionally illiterate, capable of work, incapable of questioning. Social media replaces family-community bonds. Studies show 40% reduction in family interaction. Isolated individuals equals dependent on system. Historic power centers dismantled. Platforms aggressively promote fluid identity narratives. Algorithms target vulnerable teens. Documented funding links to globalist foundations. Goal: dissolved biological social structures for centralized control. 2020, platforms used to enforce medical rules. Shaming, praise, and reward systems used to modify behavior. WHO admitted coordination. Social media became extension of public health enforcement. Content reinforces work hard by more narrative. Wealth glorified, poverty demonized. Acceptance of economic hierarchy programmed. You learn your place in pyramid. AI chatbots now act as friends, advisors. Personalities tailored to you. MIT confirmed people trust AI more than humans. Soon you will be guided 24/7 by system. Free will obsolete. Studies: knowledge of mechanism reduces manipulation effectiveness by 72%. Disconnection reverses damage. However, system evolves faster. Awareness is only defense. Social media does manipulate behavior by admission of creators, scientific study, and documented use by states, corporations. It is not communication. It is the most powerful behavioral modification system ever invented. You do not use it, it uses you. Control the feed, control the mind.